What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today we're digging back into a dystopian cyberpunk future with a game of Chromehammer Ascension. We are getting really close to the end of this campaign, and I am really excited to see how the final CEO boss fight is going to go. But first, we got to finish gathering our intel. So let's go take a look at the board, the mission, all that good stuff. And let's get into this game of Chromehammer Ascension. All right, folks. So here is our board for this part of our journey. We're doing a sabotage mission. So we've got this van right here that's waiting on this train to pass so that it can make its turn. And it's got what we want. So we're starting in the middle of the board. So currently I have everybody kind of sitting off the edge of the board. That's because they're going to be coming up out of the subway, because that is the middle of the board. So that's where we're going to come out of. We started as hidden. As I always do, I randomize the amount of stealth that each character has. And we'd also like to take a moment to introduce our newest friend. Focus, there he is. This is Basher Wellington. This is Felix's brother. Well, technically half-brother. Same mom, different dad. Felix ended up with the troll gene mutation, and Basher ended up with the orc. But anyways, Basher recently discovered the demise of his brother and has forsworn everything else in his life to avenge that. So he is going to be a zealot. However, unlike many of the zealots running the streets, he has not sold his soul to any cult or anything like that. No. Basher sold his soul to vengeance. We'll roll up some orders. Ooh, 2. So we're going to have 2 people moving out. Rocco first, who's going to be moving this way for 1 extra inch. My 2 actions are pretty simple. Copperhead's moving out that way with a 5. Rocco moving this way. And that does it for me for this round. So we'll get some guards set up. They're going to be coming in randomly on corners. Of those 4 guards, 3 of them spawned on my table edge. We got the 1 that spawned on the enemy edge. 1 in the entrance to the shopping center. And then we've got 2 that are in this musty old warehouse. So we're going to go through the enemy phase, and they're just going to do some wander around. I don't think they're going to be... Oh, that one might be able to get to where you can try to do a spot on her. We'll see. Control movements and extra movements. We've got 1 hiding in the train car. Not sure why the train's not moving. Little do they know that we are the reason that train is not moving. 1's going to move out 4 to here, and he's going to make a scan attempt on Copperhead. He's looking for a 2. He gets a 2, so I will lose 2 stealth there. And then we've got this one who's going to move up to scan on Rocco, also looking for a 2 because I am obscured. 5, so no success there, which brings it back to me. Response meter is currently at a 2. Let's see what kind of orders we get. 6. There's a good turn of orders. So for me, everybody moves out except for Copperhead, who did not need to move out. Only Basher rolled a 6, taking him down to 2 stealth, which is fine. I don't want, because I want to kind of get him into the fray at some point, so I don't want him to lose a lot of stealth. However, this is going to make for some pretty cakey scans, I think, for the enemy. So our first guardsman climbs through the rubble of the broken down factory and is going to make a scan on Rocco. Number 3. That is a 1, so I will lose a point of stealth there. Luckily, he's not quite within 3 inches, so it does not result in a close call. Next guardsman will move up to the spot that he was in and do the same thing. Does not scan me for anything. Alright, so for the close call, I ignore the bump loss. Be a straight roll between the 2 dice. I got a 4, they got a 5. So I will have a net loss of 1 stealth there on Copperhead, which is not enough yet to expose me. However, 4 gets added to the response meter because it's the total of the lesser dice. So that's going to tally us up a little bit. Other guard starts to move towards the commotion. They're trying to exercise a pincher action while I am trying to cut through the alleyways. End of that enemy phase, we will get our first reinforcement. For that enemy, we get a chromed commando for that reinforcement coming in right here. And we roll some orders. Getting 2. Either way we split it. Okay, so we're gonna carry out with Rocco. He's gonna try to get into this terminal while being the sneaky. But we got enough movement. We're gonna move out to where we can kind of get into that doorway right there. Grab ourselves a little bit of cover. So we're looking for a 7 here. 4 and 4 is 8. We do get the hack and the pay down. Copperhead, who is in kind of a position of danger right there, is just going to move away. Guard will move 4, and scan, which will initiate a close call. I have +1 though because I'm touching a piece of intervening terrain. So that'll be 7. So I don't get found out. However, it is going to be 6 to the thing, and then they'll move away in a random direction. A 1, so they'll stay put. Pretty eventful phase for the bad guys. He initiates a close call, but fails and stays put. We already saw that. He gets a scan and does end up exposing Rocco. He fails at a scan. This one fails it, or scans off 1, which doesn't quite reveal her. He also still needs to move in his random direction, which will be back that way. Unfortunately, we are going to get both a protocol and another reinforcement on this phase. So the protocol, a 6, is going to be Dragon Fear, which we'll see what that does in a second. And then the reinforcement is going to be a 5, Dragonkin Troops. So Dragon Fear causes all the punks to become stunned, and our Dragonkin Troopers come in over on this side of the train tracks. Desperately need a good order roll here. 5 is a good order roll. Everybody gets to do something. Since the only thing anybody can do is defend, I just went ahead and did all those, and we'll showing you what it looks like. So Rocco defends his way through the urgent care. Copperhead has enough movement to come over that wall. Everybody else is just kind of pouring into this alley section, which isn't great because we do have this guy over here, but at this point there's no real away from enemies on the board. I'm currently pretty well surrounded, so I'm hoping that I can focus, concentrate some firepower, and deal with some of these fellows. First guard moves in, looking to take a shot at Rocco. Needs a 2. Hits the 2 damage. Correction. He needed a 1 because I'm defending. Second guard will move up, doing the same thing, needing the same thing. Does not get it. Our commando moves from here with his 7 inches of movement. Gets to right there where it will be able to engage in an assault with Rocco. Roll a dice for each. Ooh, that's not good for me. So that'll be 3 damage. No, 2 damage. Because they are -1 because I'm defending. And then I guess I would retreat to here. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to, where to go. I'm kind of boxed in at the moment. We're going to have to see if we can help him out. Our villains move without really having any immediate impact on the board stage. Brings it back to me where I desperately need a decent round of orders. 3. First action is for Rocco to defend away and just run around this corner into this alley. As he heals a point of damage, he keeps his defending status. We're going to go with Kit, who's going to come around and lay into this dude. So let's roll for the assault. I got a 2 + 1 at least. Can't go below 1, so I go up to a 3 because I started the attack hidden. Oh no, and a 4. I go up to a 4 because I have the blades. So that'll be 3. It will take 3. It will retreat away, and it will be stunned because of my piston wrist. Maybe risky, but with my final activation, Johnny moves out 5. Kind of hopping up the dumpster and onto the crosswalk right here. Just going to try to get to the objective. He's got 6 stealth on him, so he's got a good chance of getting there without being seen. End of that phase, we're going to get a protocol and a reinforcement. So protocol is going to be a 5, which is scent. I'll look it up in a second. And the reinforcement is going to be a 6, which is a wyvern. Scent causes all punks to lose stealth, 2 stealth. Johnny drops to 4. However, Copperhead and Basher become exposed. So I'm treating it as a successful scan, I guess. So it's just a D6. So they got 2 D6, which is going to get another protocol, but that protocol will kick in at the end of this enemy phase. So, enemies. There are many. Also, the wyvern came in up there. So we're just going to move this way across. This guy is stunned. All he can do is defend away. So he will defend that way and heal a damage. This guard will just pick a fight with Kit. He's just engaging. He's already within 3, so he's going to move to get himself to a position where he's not fighting through a window and giving himself a disadvantage. Kit will take a damage and make the swing. All right, so I got a 6, 7, and then I'm +1, another +1 and a -1. They got 2. So that's going to be 5 damage onto them, and then they will run away and be stunned. This fellow is, I think, closer to Rocco than he is to anybody else. Let me double check the measurement to Kit. Yeah, it'll be closer because he would have to weave through there. So with his 7, he can get to right there, and he'll take him a swing at Rocco. Oh, geez Louise. This is pretty bad. Rocco has some street cred here, so he's going to use it to force a reroll of this 6 into a 3. That's not great, but it's still better. So I take 3 damage there because I'm -1 for having taken more damage. They are -1 because I was defending. So that takes me to a 1 and takes their 5 down to a 4. So 3 damage. So these fellows will move up to here because they're moving towards Basher, who is exposed. However, they can't quite get to Basher, but they can try to make a scan on John. They're up to a 4 here. 2 will scan me for 2. So they pull 2 stealth off Johnny. This guard will move up to grab some cover on this car and take a shot at Kit. 2 will hit. It is firefight range, however, so I do get to fire back. All right, so Kit gonna fire that heavy pistol at him. Yeah, that's a 6. That's definitely a hit. Definitely a hit. That's an 11. Damage. 5, and then it's a heavy pistol, so +1, so 6 damage. Good freaking job, Kit. Good freaking job. And last off, we've got this guy back here who's just going to be D6 in his way up to right about there. We are, however, now going to get a protocol and some more reinforcements. And I forgot the wyvern. I got to go move him. So on the protocol, we got a 3, which is prop diversity. I'll have to look that up. And then for the reinforcement, we got a 6. I don't have another wyvern, so I'm going to re-roll that. 1. We got implant infantry come in on that corner. Let's see what we get for some orders. 4. 4 is better than what we've had for most of the game thus far. First one is going to be a move out with Johnny, who's just going to move out right between those train cars. 4, 1. Johnny's got 2 street cred. I'm re-rolling that. I need to get to this objective. 5. That'll get me to right there. Since the train stopped, I can duck between the carts without dying. So that's 1 order. Second order is going to be Rocco, I think. Rocco is going to defend. We're going to defend this way, up around the corner to right there. Next is going to be Kit, who, because of one of her abilities, she can assault while moving. Like, she can assault on a move out. Perfect. No stealth to lose, so nothing to worry about there. I'm going this way. I want to wallop that guy real good and see if I can get him to run off. Alright. Got a 2, 3, so that'll be 2 damage, and they'll be stunned. Asher's going to come to the corner and take a shot. That's not going to hit. They are within firefight. Take a shot with their dice. 2 will hit. 2 damage to Basher. That's my 4 orders. We'll go to enemy phase, where a lot of stuff is going to be defending away, which is going to be great. These guys, however, are just going to move to a position where they have cover, because they would rather shoot, and they're going to take a shot at Basher. Just missed between his cover, and it being long range. That will just miss, and I'm outside of firefight, so nothing there. He will most likely regroup. Commando peels down, will take a shot at Basher. He misses because of range and cover. These guys are trying to scan Johnny down there on the objective. Oh, they're going to scan him for 1. Our guard here defends because that's all he could do with the stun. This guard will move up and take a shot at Kit. And hit. Armor 1. That'll be 2 damage to me. And firing back. That will miss. Wyvern will move 6 to attack Kit. I'll ignore the 1 because of armor. And then we'll swing at each other. 3 to 3, draw. So we both take a damage and attack again. Mistaken there. Armor negates damage to a minimum of 1. Soak can go below that. Oh, but this time on the crackback, I am victorious. So that's 2, 6. Plus, I'm also, as I say, straight dice, so 6 to 3 will be 3 damage, and they will step away stunned. That does it for all the baddies. Back to me. I need a good order roll. 4 or 6. 6. Everybody gets to do stuff. Rocco and Kit are both defending further up into this little pocket right here. Basher is moving over, jumping, grabbing some cover behind that wall. Gonna take a shot at this guy right here. That's an 8. Maybe. So I needed an 8 to hit. 1 damage, which is fine because that will set that model to not worrying about me. Johnny is going to carry out, which means he can move around to the front of the van where he's not quite so obvious. And I got a street cred. We'll re-roll this dice. Nope. Fail the roll. Lose a stealth. They get a protocol. 1. Which is Scramble. So Scramble gave all of the bad guys a free move. And the last one was proprietary drivers from before that, which meant that they would have started stun because those are the only 2 with cybernetics, which they defended anyway, so that worked out beautifully. So these 2 guys over here will both be regrouping. So enemy phase will start with the things that aren't really going to be doing much. So he's regrouping. Both of them are regrouping. That one's defending away because it had the stun token. So he's going to move up to here. And he'll take a shot at Basher, who is the closest, I believe. Miss. Okay. I get to fire back, because that is definitely in firefight range. And I miss as well. Lizards will move up and do the same. They will miss. I will fire back. I will miss. Implant infantry will move up, not quite into assault range, so they'll take a shot. Yes, they miss. Outstanding. I get to fire back. And I hit. Let's go. 2. Huh? Did 2 damage. Guard will come in between the cars. Take a shot at Johnny. And miss. Johnny will get fire back. And hit. Luckily I didn't break a model there. Come on, Johnny boy. 3. That's good. That's good. Baddies. I get 5 orders. That's perfect. So Johnny has got to try to get into this thing. So he'll carry out again. That's cocked. Nope. Doesn't do it that time. All right. So we'll start with Basher. He's going to take a shot at the Commando. 4-2 does not hit. Commando gets to firefight back and misses. That's fortunate. Rocco will take a shot at him. Rocco hits. Okay, Rocco, come on. Get him to back off of us. 3 damage. Not quite. Copperhead will take a shot at him. Copperhead misses. He gets to shoot back. Misses. And Kit will charge him. He'll take a damage on the charge. A really bad decision. We'll see how it goes. Alright. I got a 4. I got a 4-5. They got a 5-6-7. So I will take 1 damage there, and then I will back off. And that's everybody for me. So we'll see what our bad guy friends are going to do. Move up to cover behind the car, take a shot at Basher. Miss. Basher will return fire. Oh, and hit. No, it doesn't hit because he's obstructed. Oh, that's a bummer. This one can't get up far enough to do anything because he can't see over the car from that far away. This guy will move and then move a D6 to position himself. So 2. So he's going to get to here and then up the street just a little bit. He defends away. They will move up and take a shot at Basher, which they hit for 1. Basher gets to fire back on them, which he hits for 5 damage. Armor 2 there, so 3 damage. Vern will come over, take a shot at Basher. Miss. Basher gets to fire back. Hits. 1 damage. They will assault Johnny. Okay. So there. So I'm plus 2 because they've taken more damage, and they're at a 3 with no bonuses. So they will. Or no, sorry. I'm at a 2. They're at a 2. Same thing. We each take a damage, and then we swing again. 4 goes to a 5 for me, goes to a 3 for them. So they'll take a total of 3 damage there and be the ones who step away. Our other guard up here defended away from the situation because he was hurt pretty bad. I have an abundance of orders for this upcoming turn. So the first one that we got to start with is Johnny. Yes! We do the thing. Awesome. So Basher here, gonna take a shot at the Wyvern. He needed a 6 and got it. So we need ideally a 5 here. Oh, that's a 2. That's okay. It's going to put the Wyvern on defense, but on a 5, his collateral damage edge would have kicked off, and it would have also done 3 damage here, which would have been our head. You're going to take a shot here. And she... Let me see. Copperhead has a street cred. We had to use it. We're going to use it to reroll this dice. 8 will hit with their cover because it starts at 7. Excellent. I only need to do 1 damage here. I do 4, 5 damage. Kit needs to defend, and Rocco needs to defend. They really need to regroup, but they can't do it with those guys staring at them. So we go to bad guys. We're going to start off with all of our people who are moving away defending. This is where everything's starting before that. So this is all our peeps that moved away to defend themselves and recoup some health. Now we'll go to our friends that woke up and chose violence today. We're just going to start. We're going to move this way. So we're going to start here. He's going to move up. And he's going to take a shot at Basher. Hits him for 1. Basher does get to retaliate, which he misses. Guy down the line will take a shot at Basher. He misses. Basher gets to crack back. He hits. Let's see some of that collateral damage right here. Ooh, he does. All right, so that'll be 6 damage to this guy, and then 3 damage to this guy. So that will frag the one guy and leave the other guy very unhappy. We'll also add to the D6 to the response meter. 6, so we go from whatever 10's place this is, 3 will go to 9. So we're going to be getting a reinforcement at the end of this enemy phase, which we're not quite to. This guy is going to move up to here, and he'll be within range. He'll be fighting Basher. So that will be a charge. And they'll swing. Good job, Basher. So that's going to be a 4, because I'm -1 because I've taken more damage to their plus nothing. So 3 damage on that fellow, and then he'll step away from me. So we have the Chrome Commando, whose movement isn't quite enough to get him into a charge, a melee situation. So he'll stop at the edge right there and take a shot at Basher. Misses. Basher gets to shoot back at him. Hit. Oh no, misses because of the cover. Okay, so that's a miss, and that's it for the bad guys. Let's see what new bad guy we get. 1 is going to be another Chrome Commando. And that group of implant infantry comes on in this corner. Let's roll for my orders. 4. That's decent. Johnny is definitely going to be moving out in a this way direction. Basher will take a shot here. Now it's 7, goes to 6 because I'm not moving, but goes back to 7 because of his cover. That's cocked, but I need a 6 here. Oh, and I got it! Yes! Damage. Let's see another one of those collateral damages. Just 2. That's okay, because he'll take the 2, and then on the firefight, he'll fall back. Last 2 actions, Kit will defend again, and Rocco will regroup, because there's now nothing that can see him. Also, because I'm not certain that I showed it, Johnny made it to right here on the train cars. Sorted all the defending and regrouping enemies, those that had more than 4 damage, depending on whether or not they were in line of sight of an enemy or not. These guys will move up, try to grab some cover behind that boxcar and take a shot at Kit. They need a 2 right here. 4 is a miss, and I'm well beyond firefight range. There's also this fellow who's going to take some shots at Johnny. Also looking for a 2. He does not get it, but this shot is within firefight range, which is 9 inches. Looking for an 8, however, with their cover. That's an 11. That'll hit for 4 damage, which they've got 3 on them. That will kill that guard, which will add to our response meter by 3. Back to me. Oh, wait, sorry. Let's do that. Let's see what our protocol is. 4. Protocol is traps. So we get a trap 6 inches away from each punk in a random direction. So we kind of just got surrounded there, one back here, and then Johnny's landed back up the street that way. And then we'll go and see how many orders we get. And hopefully it's a good number. 5. It's a perfect number. So we're doing some shuffling around back here. Johnny, I don't know if I showed this, but Johnny ran over to that ATM, that data point, that payload. We're going to try to get that because we want to get to the CEO here. These two move over and defend. Copperhead's going to move up and take a shot, as is Rocco. So Copperhead shot on this group of implant infantry. 4, 2 misses. Rocco shot. Misses because of the long range, I believe. Or no, because of the cover, the intervening stuff. Okay. So those are 2 missed shots. We'll go to bad guys. This is where everybody's starting. We'll show you where they go. So this group of implant warriors, implant commandos, implant infantry will move up, take a shot at Copperhead. They need a 3 or less. That's 3. So that'll be 3 damage to Copperhead. I do get to fire back. And I hit. Hit hard, girl. 5. That's what I'm talking about. This group will then shuttle out and take the shot. 2. They will also hit. And this is outside of firefight, I believe. That'll bring it back to me. 5 orders. Perfect. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but the Wyvern just moved up the street towards Johnny. We're defending, regrouping, defending, taking a shot at this group of commandos. 10 will hit. 2 implant infantry do not have any armor, so 2 damage is perfect. Johnny up on the top side is going to try to carry out and get into that data point. Yes, he does it. Outstanding. And then we'll go to bad guys. This is where we're starting. We're going to do our defenders and stuff, which there aren't as many of this turn, but the ones that are doing it are pretty clutch that they're doing it. We got a lot of things that kind of shuffled around and are moving back onto the crew. The Wyvern, as well as the Dragonkin, are going to be able to get some shots off. So the Dragonkin on Rocco. That's a miss. Rocco gets cracked back. That's a hit. Yep, because they're out in the open. Damage. 1. Okay, that's not... Okay, they don't have... Oh, no, they have armor. So that's damage. No. Oh, to a minimum of 1. So 1 damage. Wyvern shot. And Johnny will hit Johnny for 2. Johnny can fire back on him. And misses. My turn. Orders. 5. Beautiful. So Basher is going to take a shot right there on this dude. Basher, I needed you to do better than that, my friend. Okay. Rocco's going to take a shot on the same target. Ooh, geez. That's going to hit. That's what I'm talking about. 1, so he'll take 5, which is perfect because it doesn't kill him and call more stuff down on me, but it does get him out of my hair for a little while. And I'm here for that. Kit is going to assault to here. Dude will take a damage. Swing. 3. He goes to a 1. I go to a 3. 4. So that's 3 damage. That will finish him off, which isn't ideal, really, for the situation. But it is what it is. We've also got the trap right there, which is going to go off and fail to do any damage. It's on threshold 3. So Johnny's going to just jump over here, grab some cover behind that car, take a shot at the wyvern, see if he can just push it down the street in front of him. Looking for a 7. That'll hit. 5. Beautiful. That might actually kill the wyvern. Does indeed kill the wyvern. We'll see what we get for that D6. That's cocked. 1, which is enough. Takes us to 15. Or whatever number. Takes us to a 5. So we're going to get a reinforcement right now, because that's the end of the phase. 3. Full Borg that comes in, and fortunately it comes in way up here where it's hopefully not going to cause me too much trouble. We'll get on into the enemy phase. Alright, so this friend will take a shot at Kit. Everybody else has moved and defended away. We got 2 shooters. That's going to be a miss. Kit gets to fire back at him. That is a hit. For 3 damage. 4 damage because she has a heavy pistol. These fellows are going to try to take a shot at Rocco, which they miss. Whew. Luckily. I think that's outside of fire. It's out by a whole lot. And then everybody else had moved or defended. So we're back to orders for me. 2d6 take the highest. 3. I'll take it. One of those is definitely going to be Johnny moving out. 1 whole inch. He ends up right here. Trap goes off. Explosions in the street. And he's just like dodging through the flames. Being awesome as all heck. Take a shot with Rocco. And miss horribly. Kit is just going to go on a killing spree. I've had enough of these. I'm done suffering these fools. So he's going to take a damage there. He's already at 6, and that will kill him. They'll get a D6 for the response meter. 3. Dinos are going to hug their cover and take a shot. Miss. Hug their cover and take a shot. Hit for 3. We're back here. Is going to take a shot on Johnny. Ooh, maybe. No hit. No hit. I'm just long range, so no hit. Outstanding. That's all the baddies. Back to the, I guess, good guys. 6 and 5. Beautiful. Johnny's moving all out. 5 inches. Kit moves up to engage the trap. Set it off. She takes 2 damage doing so, but everybody, or these 2 move out, making it to here. Copperhead just moves. At that point, I'm on my edge. Everybody's within range to make it off of that edge. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we are going to slip on back down into the subway tunnels. This train is mysteriously going to get to chugging along again, and we're going to go wrap up the post game. Okay, so I got a 2d6 gigabit coins, which was a total of 6. And everybody that survived got d6 crap. Nothing. Everybody got like 1, 2, or 3. Too crazy. 1 or 2 people will be able to either get a new edge or some street cred. Most likely they're going to get some street cred just because I like having those rerolls in the bank. That will bring us to our pay data. So each of those terminals gave me 2 pay data. We're going to start with Johnny's. We're looking for some 3s. Okay, so we got a 4 and a 5 there. Rocco has 2 pay data as well, but he has the enhanced RAM cyber mod. So for each data he rolls, I can roll 2 dice, and I can take the one that I want. So I got some extra chances here. Okay, so I guess that's a 5. And then for the other data that he has, yes! We got a 3! Means we can officially at this point have a go at taking down the CEO. We have all the information that we need to plan our attack. So that's probably what's going to be coming up real soon. For now, that's going to do it though. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out while we enjoyed some cyber fantasy goodness in the form of Chromehammer Ascension. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server. Talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.